Live 5 News starts now with First Alert Weather.
Our First Alert weather days have been extended through tomorrow afternoon as a developing storm off the coast could cause flooding in some low-lying areas. We're giving you a live look right now downtown Charleston. Welcome to Live 5 News at noon, everyone. I'm Ann McGill. First Alert meteorologist Dorian Miner joining me. Lots to get to, Dorian, as we start our weekend. Tell us about the potential flooding and the new formation happening off the coast.
That's right, Ann. And this is exactly why we declared today and tomorrow as a First Alert weather day. We're looking at major flooding happening across our coast, and part of the reason why is because we're tracking the combination of astronomical tides, and again those winds are very strong out of the north and east. Nonetheless, we're still tracking a plethora of road closures, and that's all because of that tide level, which is safely above major flood categories. Let's take a look at the broad scale of that incoming storm. It will generate an area of low pressure later tonight and for the day tomorrow, but for now it's keeping temperatures very cool, and even in a few locations we're tracking some light to moderate rain. Where we do have the greatest concern of flooding, that's still out towards the peninsula and much of the Charleston County coastline. The good news, we're not seeing any meaningful heavy rainfall, but still any lingering rainfall that we have could still cause additional concerns as we try to recede that high tide. Now, the current aspects of our temperature still relatively cool. We're only into the low to mid 60s compared to what we saw earlier this week. And of course, those rain chances are still widely separated. That's likely something that will become much more widespread as we start to lose that high tide. We'll have more on that, and we'll take a look at road conditions throughout Live 5 News.
All right, Dorian, thanks. And as that high tide rolls in and the Charleston Harbor reaches major flood stage, there are several road closures. We want to go ahead and tell you about them happening right now downtown Charleston. That's where we find Abby Walton. Abby, tell us where you are and what you're seeing out there.
Yes, hey. Good afternoon to you, Ann. Well, the king tide is definitely back here in Charleston, even with little rainfall today. I mean, take a look at some of these floodwaters here out on Lockwood Drive in downtown Charleston. I mean, even just a few steps back, my rain boots will be completely submerged underwater. But what I want to take you to that's really interesting is right over this walkway here is this pedestrian bridge off to my left. Also almost completely submerged underwater. I mean, this is a spot that downtown Charleston folks and visitors like to come, sit, maybe read a book, drink a cup of coffee, look out at the harbor right there. But yeah, definitely not a day to do that today. So of course, multiple downtown road closures here in Charleston, specifically closer to the coast. We right now are on Lockwood Drive, which is shut down. We've got Charleston Police Department out here kind of blocking the roadway right now, making sure folks do not head this way. We have seen a few people walking out here kind of just assessing the scene and monitoring it and just waiting for these tide levels to go down. And if you haven't heard it once, well, I'm here to tell you again, this is definitely not something that you want to drive in here in downtown Charleston. Just make sure to abide by Charleston Police Department and don't drive through these roadways. They can be very unsafe. And you know the saying, turn around and don't drown. All right, Ann, I'll pass it back to you. Reporting here live in downtown Charleston, I'm Abby Walton with Live 5 News.
All right, Abby, yeah, definitely not a good situation out there for those who need to drive and get around this afternoon. Now, Boone Hall Pumpkin Patch will be closed today due to that wet ground condition and all of the rain we're getting. If you've already bought your tickets for today, don't worry, because you will be able to use them any other day that the patch is open through October 26th. Organizers for the Pumpkin Patch as well as Boone Hall Fright Night say they will be monitoring the conditions to decide if other events will continue as planned for the weekend.